Write arithmetic sequences. Okay, you remember, believe it or not, children, the very first thing you did in 5th grade 4 years ago was sequences. Or it was the second. It was somewhere in that beginning end of thing there. But notice this one, we're talking specifically about arithmetic ones, which mean you're talking only about the ones that are sequences that involve adding or subtracting. We're not talking about multiplication ones. Okay, in other words, when you're looking at these kind of sequences, it looks like this. You have 1, 3, 5, 7, ... because in this case, you every time are adding 2. It's an addition sequence. Or maybe if your sequence is this, 35, 30, 25, 20. In this case, your sequence is subtracting 5 every time. We're only looking at sequences where that happens. We're not looking at ones like where you double things. This is not what we're doing. 1 times 2, 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2. That's a whole different kind of ballgame. We're specifically looking at just these right here, which are called those arithmetic sequences. In order to talk about those, we have to know a couple things. And first is that when you lay this out like this thing here is called or all of these things are called terms. This is the first term. This would be the second term, the third term. This is the fourth term of the sequence. Okay. Again, I think we've done some stuff like that before. And then we have what's called the common difference. And when the book talks about the common difference, you see the word difference and you always think it's some sort of subtraction thing. That's not always the case. Difference just means, the difference can be either addition or subtraction. In other words, the common difference here, what's the difference between terms? In this case, it is, the common difference in this case is adding 2. Okay, the common difference of this term is your subtracting 5. Okay, it's just the difference, from one term to the other term, what are you adding or what are you subtracting? That is the common difference. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so here, with that in mind, you got all that? With that in mind, here is the formula the book gives us for this. Okay, and why would you need a formula? Well, because let's say you've got this sequence. Let's say you've got 18, 23, 28, ... And I asked you for the 60th term. Okay. You don't want to have to sit down and write down all of these till you get to the 60th one, because that would just take you a little bit of time. Okay. So they've come up with a little formula that looks like this. A sub n equals a sub n minus 1. Oh, sorry, wait. You gotta write this right. Make this little n minus 1 small. Plus the difference, plus d. Give you a chance to write that there. Now write this down. What do these letters mean? Well, A sub 1 is the first term. Okay, the letter N is the term that you want. And the letter D is the common difference. I suppose we can't really solve that just yet, because this one isn't, there's another formula we need actually to do this one here. But see if you can catch what that means based on this. Okay. What's the letter N mean? Term you want. If I were doing this as the problem, what term do I want? 60th term. So A with the 60 down there. The 60th term, that's what the letter A is. The letter A is, okay, it's A sub 1 is the first term. A sub 60th would be the 60th term. Okay. A over here means A, fill in the blank, 60 minus 1. What is 60 minus 1? Plus, what is the common difference here? What is my difference here? What am I doing every time? Adding 5. Okay. Now this doesn't help us out. Why? Because all this formula here says is that the 60th term of A equals the 59th term of A plus 5. Okay, so that doesn't help us out a lot, but that's just what that means. I'm going to give you the formula that actually lets you figure that out there, but this I guess is maybe I should have skipped over that. Why does this thing keep it? Alright, here we go. Finding the nth term. This will bring it all together, kids, nicely. Let me write back that. What was it? 18, 23, 28? Sure it was. And I wanted to find the 60th term. Here is the actual formula that will be of great use to you. A sub n equals A sub 1. Writing this down, Jack, or is this just me? Times n minus 1 times d. Give you a chance to ingest that, and then we'll talk about this too. This one will help you find the nth term. With me, Schwartz? Ready? Okay, first of all, we know, well, let me write it down here. What is n? 60 again, right? What is d? Plus 5. That's all we really need to know, right? So rewriting this, substituting the stuff in here. Again, a to the 60th term equals, oh, we have to write this down. What is a sub 1? What is the first term? Right here. This is a sub 1. I know that's 18, so I can put that in for a sub 1. 18 plus, what is my letter n? 60 minus 1, and then what's my letter d? 5 times 5. So this will actually give me my term. Notice, by the way, this is just what you're solving for. You don't. This is not going to be a number. In the end, you're going to say the 60th term is going to be this. So let's do the math here. What is 60 minus 1? What is 59 times 5? By the way, the easy way to do that would take 60 times 5, which is 300. Subtract 5 from it, it's what? 295. And to that, I am adding 18. 295 plus 18 is what, Jeremy? Oh, he's so clever. 3, boom, 1. Oh, the 60th term of this sequence would be 313. Based on that handy dandy stuff. Lord?
So I feel like you don't know the first term, like if it
They
was
have to
that,
give you the
that,
first
that,
term. They would have to give you the first term.
I don't think there's any problem where they won't give you the first term.
Say, skip.
Yes, you could just say, I don't understand what you're trying to do. Nick Shanks.
Could you cross cancel the 5 and the 60? Those there. Don't like reduce.
Cross cancels only with fractions.
Yeah, 5 is.
There's no top, there's no bottom numbers over here. No. But this is a multiplication. You can't cross cancel multiplication. I'm sure you know that. Jackson,
Do you use both formulas or just?
this is the one you'll probably use. The other one there is kind of goofy because you need to know what the term before it is to know what the second term is. So maybe you should kind of like white out or blank out of your mind that first formula there. Let's do one more example because I can tell you. From the book, find the 10th term. Find the 10th term of this sequence. And again, 10th's kind of easy because you could actually do it out and find the 10th one, but we're going to do it anyways. 3, 11, 19, 27. 3, 11, 19, 27, dot, dot, dot. Again, so you'd start out writing the formula. A to the n equals a to the first plus n minus 1 times the common difference. So far, so good? And maybe, did I do something wrong? And maybe it'd helpful if you wrote down your, what is the n term you're looking for, the 10th term. What is the first term given? 3. What is the letter D, the common difference between those is what? 8. So those are the numbers you need to know to fill in this blank. A to the 10th term equals the first term, which is 3, plus the 10th term minus 1 times the common difference, which is 8. So the 10th term equals 3 plus 9 times 8. A to the 10th equals 3 plus 72. A to the 10th is 75. Lucas, question? 75.
Are you happy with that? Sad with that?
This is kind of like rock and roll here today.
Actually, it's not.
Alright, we shall stop there.